who can be against me? Nobody in Lagos, nobody in Nigeria, nobody in Africa, nobody in the world can stop this greatness. Hi everyone, it's your girl Tacha, media personality, 2 times Guinness World Record holder. But anyways, you guys, I'm live at Buzzing, and guess what, you guys? I didn't write this question, so I'm curious to know what's in here. And if they set me up, it's going to be a blast after this episode. So yeah, I'm ready. You've had so many. Please, who said this question so first? Man, know where I go face when we finish. All right, so you've had so many reinventions from reality TV to a Guinness World Record holder. When you look in the mirror, who do you see? I see Tacha. I feel like, or no, I don't feel like. I know Tacha is a lot of personalities in one. I don't know, I just feel like I'm good at a couple of a lot of things, and I just try to do it. I always like to try myself. I always love to give myself challenges and try to do well at it or whatnot. It keeps me going, really. Between the Tacha, the internet debates, and the woman sitting right here, what's the big difference? I would say the big difference is constantly being misunderstood, because we know how our PRA and how our blogs are like. It's only when there's a bad news they want to amplify it as much as possible. So I feel like every time people see me, they're always like, oh wow, you're different from what we see on the internet. Oh wow, she's so quiet. And I just laugh, like, should I be here literally talking for no reason? And stuff. If your journey were to be a movie, what would this current chapter be called and why? It would be called The Unstoppable, because this project really took blood and sweat. It was a lot, because at the end of the day, I didn't want it to just be, oh, Guinness World Record, people come support me. I wanted an avenue where I'm able to give back to my community. I set up workshops for people to come learn. People networked, there were exhibitions going on. So it was a whole lot happening in 3 days. And in as much as I tried to get so many sponsorship to come on board, so many people were being reluctant. Some understood the idea, they knew how great it was going to be, but they just said in their head, for the fact that this is going to be beautiful, if I add to it to make it more beautiful, so they didn't want to be part of it. So I would really call this chapter Unstoppable, because with all the hip hops we did have, we put up a beautiful 3 days biggest beauty festival. People often call you controversial, confident, unapologetic. What's one word you would use to describe yourself now? Confident, I would say so, because I mean, confidence just makes things very easy. Confidence is what makes you to speak even when you don't feel like speaking. So regardless of everything that's happening in my life right now, I would say confidence, because that has literally just pushed me to where I'm at right now. 145 makeovers in 24 hours. That's more than a record. That is endurance. What did it take to pull that off? Wow. Strength from God, really. Because in everything that was going on around me, I just kept on praying and believing in God, because at the end of the day, I kept on telling God, if you be for me, who can be against me? Nobody in Lagos, nobody in Nigeria, nobody in Africa, nobody in the world can stop this greatness. So yeah, that was what kept me going, the fact that I do believe in God, and He definitely did come true. What moment during the record attempt almost broke you, and what kept you going? Okay, I feel like the part that would have broken me was the fact that we had a 9 hours break because of the storm, the wind, and the rain. It literally was disrupting everything going on. I know a lot of people don't know about this part, because even me, my team hid it away from me. I found that after the whole festival was done and stuff. But during the record, absolutely nothing broke me. Even when we had lights out twice, I just kept on going. I told people in the booth, can you put on a flashlight? Like, we just have to keep going. We have 150 makeovers to hit, and yeah, we just stayed true to the focus. Was this record about proving something to the beauty industry or proving something to yourself? It wasn't about proving anything, because at the end of the day, I'm not the one to put pressure on myself. I would say it was more of a challenge for myself, like just literally setting up different challenges and just trying to see it through. So it wasn't anything to prove a point to anything. I feel like people that have known me for the longest have always known Tacha has been obsessed with beauty, obsessed with makeup. And when I say I've been doing makeup for 15 years, it's very funny, but yeah, that's how long I have been doing makeup for. What lesson did the sleepless hours teach you about discipline and pressure? It taught me that my mother does not hate me, because growing up with a very strict, disciplined woman, it was very hard for me to enjoy. Every time she was very strict about certain things, I just thought in my head that, wow, Is it this woman that gave birth to me? Like, why is she treating me like this and stuff like that? But now I understand why she did what she did, and it's so unfortunate that she's not here to, see what she, I don't know, made me start doing, or just the discipline she did inviting me and stuff. You've done what no other Nigerian woman has. How do you want young women to interpret that? I want them to interpret it in a way where they are never scared of what their potentials are, regardless of what you see around you. I want them to stay focused, and I want them to keep believing in themselves. And at the end of the day, you're even going to do greater than what Tacha did. You just never know. Just keep believing. You've turned your name into a brand empire. From everything Tacha to No Leave No Transfer 89, how do you balance being the face and the business? In a country like Nigeria, where you have to keep hustling, where you need to have a couple of streams of income, I feel like it is self-explanatory. The fact that you need money coming in and money still to go, that kind of stuff. So yeah, you'd always find a way to strike a balance between being a brand, Simply Tacha, and being an entrepreneur, Simply Tacha as well. What is one misconception people have about Tacha the entrepreneur? Ooh, when it comes to Tacha the entrepreneur, there's no misconception. Everyone knows she's a hard worker and all that kind of stuff. I feel like the misconception always comes with Simply Tacha the brand. How do you separate Tacha the brand from Anita the person? Or are they the same now? They definitely have always been the same. My name has always been Natacha. Natacha means someone born around Christmas, and Anita means gracious. So yeah, they've always been my born names. People had difficulties pronouncing Natacha, so then my parents said, you know what, let's simplify it and give her Anita. But as soon as I was done with high school, I dragged my mom to the court and I said, we have to make it official. It's Natacha now. If you can't pronounce it, please try and deal with it. You've worked with global brands. What is your biggest I made it moment so far? I would say working with Fenty, UK. The influencer space can be very loud. How do you keep your voice authentic amidst the noise? Just being original, not trying to copy anybody, not trying to be what you're not. Just be yourself and be very authentic. You've had moments of triumph and moments that tested you publicly. What did those low points teach you about yourself? It taught me that I've grown. It taught me that I have really, really grown. There's certain situations or I find myself and I just say, wow, I wish I was not a celebrity, so we can handle this the actual way. But I just smile and say, okay, this is where you're at right now. You requested for this, you prayed for this, so enjoy the moment. As much as people celebrate you, there'll be people that do not like you and can't stand your guts, and that's okay. Your BBN disqualification was a tough chapter, a very tough one. Looking back, what's one thing that moment taught you? It taught me to not stop. Yes, it taught me to not stop. It taught me that let me see, what did it teach me? It taught me that the fact that God has qualified you, there's no man, there's no company, there's no group that can disqualify you. So it was just a matter of a microphone announcing, you have been disqualified, but I know the fact that God has approved and qualified me, nothing else can stop me. What's something you've forgiven yourself for recently? Wow. For the times I look down on myself. 18, how do you stay soft in a world that keeps labeling you hard? I don't know, I just get home to a massage from my man. It's never that deep. What's one misconception about your confidence you wish people would drop? Honestly, I don't want them to drop anything. Like what you think about Tacha, have it in your mind. It's okay. And when you experience me for me, maybe you might have a change of thought. But if you don't want to, it's still fine. Like life is life. You don't have to like me. I don't have to like you, and it's okay. What's the biggest lie social media has ever told about you? So I was in London months and months ago, and then I got a call from one of my team members, and he said, oh wow, people say you're going into makeup because you're going broke. And I was laughing. I was like, what is the only bad news you're always hearing? You once said, I don't chase clouds, I am the cloud. Do you still believe that? Do I still believe that? Did you guys not see the madness that happened at the 3 days beauty festival? More than 40 celebrities were there. They could have been anywhere else, but they did come to support, so yeah. If you could publicly clap back at one rumor, what would it be? If you could publicly clap back at one rumor, what would it be? Oh my God, there's so many rumors. What would it be? I think someone dropped the comment saying, oh, she needs an upgrade with her makeup. And the clapback would be, I mean, you get to do makeup for 4 hours and look at what I did for 4 minutes. Imagine if you give me 4 hours. Eh? It's cosmetic surgery I'll do on the person's face. Between love, fame, and peace of mind, which are you protecting most right now? Love, fame, peace of mind. Peace of mind, definitely peace of mind is what I am protecting the most right now. What's one unpopular opinion you have about fame or influencers? I would say that we're human beings too. As much as you give grace to your friends, you should also give grace to celebrities as well, because I mean, it's just a number of figures or followers or what. We're human beings, we do have blood running through our veins, and sometimes we cry too from seeing certain details about us that isn't even close to being the truth and stuff. So I would say that. You've gone from trending for chaos to trending for history. What does redemption look like for you? It looks like me. So yes, you guys, I've had a super duper great time live here at Buzzing. So make sure you like this video, drop a comment, share with your friends, and join us in our next episode. Love you guys so much, and kisses. Mwah.